Examination card 24. Read the text and answer the question. Why are the English so worried about their weather? The answer is that they can't accept the fact that unlike the rest of Europe, they have a terrible climate. It may be colder in Scandinavia, but at last they have the excitement of snow. They hardly ever have snow, just rain and fog. But when they say to each other, "Isn't it dreadful weather? Today it's pouring with rain," they sound surprised as though it is very unexpected, when in fact it has been raining every day for 2 weeks. Surprisingly few people take much notice of the weather reports in the newspapers or radio and television. And anyway, the English never believe that they say will never happen. Also, they like to be surprised. As soon as they wake up in the morning, they go to the window and open the curtains to see what the weather was doing, as if they expect at last a hurricane or a snowstorm. As for the weather forecaster, his job is simple. Whenever there is a major sporting event like Ascot, Wimbledon, or an important cricket match, he knows that it's sure to rain. Why are the English so worried about their weather? The answer is that they cannot accept the fact unlike the rest of Europe they have a terrible climate. Why don't they pay attention to the weather reports? Few people take much notice of the weather reports in the newspapers or the radio and television. The word dreadful is synonym to terrible. Այստեղ կարող եք նաև ինչ են քիչ ուշադրություն դարձնում, շարունակությունը նաև կարող եք վերցնել։ Այստեղ կարծեմ նշված է նախադասությունների մեջ։ Քիչ են ուշադրություն դարձնում, բայց կարծես է այսպես տողը չեմ գտնում, որ ձեզ Surprisingly few people take much notice of weather reports in the newspaper or on the radio, and anyway, the English never believe what they say will happen. Also, they like to be surprised. Այս կարող եք վերցնել նաև երկրորդ պատահարցի մեջ, ամբողջությամբ ներառյալ։ The word dreadful is synonymous to terrible. What do they do when they wake up in the morning? When they wake up in the morning, they go to the window and open the curtains to see what the weather was doing, as if they expect at last a hurricane or a snowstorm. Ներողություն եմ խնդրում հատկապես փոքրատառերի, մեծատառերի եւ երբեմն տարածքների մեջ, որովհետեւ ժամանակի սղության պատճառով չի ստացվում շատ այսպես մեծ փոքր տարերին եւ այլն ուշադրություն դարձնելուն, բայց կարծում եմ հասկանալի ամեն դեպքում եւ կարդում եմ եւ տեղադրում եմ, ձեզ համար ավելի հեշտ կլինի։ Last week I went to the theater. I had a very good seat. The play was very interesting, but I didn't enjoy it. A young man and a young woman were sitting behind me. They were talking loudly. I got very angry. I looked at the man and the woman angrily. They didn't pay any attention. In the end, I could not bear it. I turned around again. I can't hear a word, I said angrily. It's none of your business, the young man said rudely. This is a private conversation. Translate the sentences from Armenian into English. Բոլորը մի քանի օտար լեզու գիտեն, բացի Թեդից։ Նա միայն անգլերենին է լավ տիրապետում։ Everyone know foreign language, but Ted, he only knows English very well. Երբ պարոն Սմիթը հանդիպի իր ընկերների հետ, նա կքննարկի այդ հարցը. When Mr. Smith meets with his friends, he will discuss that question. Անգլերենը ժամանակակից տեխնոլոգիաների աշխատանքային լեզու է. English is the working language of the technology. Երբ ես խոսեցի նրա հետ, նա ասաց, որ արդեն վաճառել է իր բնակարանը. When I spoke to him, he said that he had already sold her flat. Սկզբում մենք ուզում էինք ինքնաթիռով գնալ, բայց հետո որոշեցինք գնալ գնացքով. In the beginning we wanted to go by plane, but then we decided to go by bus. Write questions or answers to the given dialogue. 24. Have you seen the new girl in school? No, I haven't seen. She's really pretty. Can you describe her to me? She has black hair, round face, small nose and small ears and so on. Կարող եք նաև ավելացնել եւ այլն. Well, how tall is she? She is 165. What does he look like? She is a beautiful girl. I may know which girl you are talking about. Do you study together? Yes, I do. Այսքանը այսօրվա դասի համար